to SatoshiConomy, Bitcoin and peer-to-peer financial empowerment. Hashtag love all, serve others. Guilt-free spending and a creed unboxing. Now, what in the world does a men's fragrance box have to do with guilt-free spending? Well, for those of you who know how, the price tag of Creed fragrances, you'll know what I'm talking about. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix two principles together, just the idea of personal finance and the technique or discipline of creating a guilt-free spending account. It's an abundance mindset. And then the other aspect I'm going to bring out and mix in is the aspect of healthy living and aromatherapy. So we're going to be talking about fragrances and aromas. While you're here, since you clicked on the video, please also click on that the notifier bell. Show me some free love, and then like and subscribe. I'll sure appreciate it. At SatoshiConomy, my business model is that I take 90% of anything I monetize to this channel and donate it to charity and or green energy projects such as solar energy, wind, battery power, pendulum, water power, just to help and enable and assist people in a quest for off-grid energy. So having said that, the idea of personal finance and having a guilt-free spending account has to do with not scarcity mindset, but an abundance mindset. And it also, of course, involves discipline. So for me to buy this, when I first heard about it, when I first tried it, was 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to spend the money on that. I couldn't bring myself to spend that much money. But what I did is I chunked away, I chipped away, and I had the money for quite a while. But I had gone in to buy a men's fragrance, and the assistant turned me on to this. This is Mont Blanc Legend Night. Very, very good. I highly recommend it. It's spicy. I like the spicier blends. But what this is a 3.3 ounce bottle. It's an eau de parfum, and they make some really, really good. It's very long lasting. But when I was there, I tried the Creed, and I was like, I have to have it. But I was like, I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I started chunking away some money into an account. Now, the way that you do that with personal finance is to have like a sub account at your bank or through your checking account, or in the old-fashioned way with just a piggy bank. My wife likes to put change in here, but also there's a lot of dollar bills in there that don't make the noise. She likes putting dollar bills in there a lot more, and trust me, she puts some with more than 1 0 after them. Sometimes I just love that. But she's got the hang of that guilt-free spending also, and it really is awesome because it enables you to give a gift to someone that you otherwise wouldn't have, or say when you go to purchase a car, you'll get the next level up or a couple levels up of quality or luxury, and it's just a very, very good way of operating financially. So as far as aromatherapy is concerned, I'm going to talk about the fragrances that I've used or what I've learned about fragrances and how it's been explained to me. But as a kid in the teens, well, let me ask you, what was your first fragrance, guys or ladies? And this one, the first fragrance I had was Brut. Classic fragrance, because they still make it today. It's a man's scent, it says on there. It's still available at your pharmacy, but it really is a good product. And you get freshly clean. You splash some of this on there, and you walk out the door in a hurry, and you're good to go for a while. It doesn't last real long, but okay. So that's a scent. The next level up would be a cologne, and then you go to an eau de toilette, and then you go to eau de parfum. And I've never seen a man's fragrance as a parfum or a perfume, but the women's have that. And then after that, there's even a higher level of quality, and that's oils. So you have scent, and then cologne, and then eau de toilette, eau de parfum, parfum, and oils. And one thing that I want to recommend as far as aromatherapy, when you inhale or when you smell nice scents, it really, you know what I'm talking about, it really aids and assists how you feel. The olfactory sense of smelling something can bring you back to remembering some really awesome experiences or whatever. But what I do and want to recommend, if you don't do it all yourself, is for around the house, get a ceramic burner. They're 2-level. The first level, you just take a votive candle. They're, I'd buy them in like 25 or 50 or 100 at a time, and so that goes on the bottom level. And then the ceramic burners, they're like 5 or 10 or 15 bucks. There's a ceramic bowl, and I like doing the oils, and then just drop in, a couple, 3 drops of the oils, and wow, they'll last quite a long time. This is an oil that I found this at a record shop. This is frankincense. When you go to get these, they've got all different kinds. This is frankincense and myrrh. This is really cool, but I really like the frankincense much better. But just make sure that what you're doing is you ask the person who's helping you to get the more expensive one that has a higher oil content. You get what you pay for in this world, and trust me, it is well worth it to do that. So, but I did the Brut, and then as a teenager when I started dating, I was gifted Aramis, which is still around. Quorum is probably the fragrance that I've used more than any in my entire life. That's still around, and that's a spicy. And then for a lot of years, what I did was whenever I'd run out of a bottle, I'd go and try something else. I've tried Polo product. This is, the Polo Blue is good. That when you go to get those, you can get those in like a small bottle like that. They'll come like in a gift box where you can try 4 or 5 of them all at once. That's a good way to go. I tend not to go with the Polo though because I like more of the spicy. But for women's fragrances, I mean, when you go to spend something, ask the person who helps you if they got sample bottles. And they won't usually be like this. Very rarely will they. This is Angel. This is Eau de Parfum for ladies. My wife loves that one. It's really, really good. She's got a big bottle of that. And I went around the house. I picked up a bunch of bottles. This I don't use, but I collect bottles also. This is Avon. This is like a men's splash on. That's pretty cool. And I really like the art of the bottle making too, because it can, if you find something you're kind of hemming and hawing about, then just the way that they design the bottle might hook you. This is Hermes, and this is the House of Hermes. This is Paris, and they make 4 or 5 fragrances in this in that run. Those are good. This is Lancôme, and Lancôme makes some really, really good stuff. And of course, the better they get, the more expensive they are. And this is Versace, and this is a really, really good product. But look at like a yellow diamond, and yellow diamond, and just the faceting of the bottle, as if it's cut, as if it's a cut diamond. I guess a yellow diamond is much more desirable. This is Izzy. This is out of Paris, France. And when I went to, I found this one. Where is it? This I think might be a bottle might be 100 years old, but it's of course something that's fragrancing has been around for a long time. But a lady would fill up the bottle with whatever fragrance that she's preparing for going out on a date or whatever. And I mean, look at, you talk about design, you haven't seen anything yet. This is an oil. This is out of the House of Dubai, or the House of Qamar. It's out of Dubai. This is an oil. Check this one out. I wish you could smell what that one looks. Oh man, just intoxicating. And how about this one? This has tassels on it, and it's prismatic. The oil. I mean the top of the bottle. And this one is will dip because it's an oil. I went to Dubai, in this one shop I got this one here. I'll tell you a quick story about this one because this is Ajmal, and that's the perfumer. This is out of Dubai, Ajmal. But I went into this shop. I mean, the malls there are like, they're everywhere, and all marble and everything. But this little small shop, you had 2 shelves, and you had little bottles on the bottom, and you had these jugs that were like this big. And this bottle here is about a 10 ml bottle, and it cost me $75 American. But this is pure oil, and it's kind of I can't remember the name of it, but he takes out this little 10 ml bottle, and he fills that up from this jug that he had up there. I think he may have had $1 million worth of fragrances in this little tiny shop. It was incredible. But what I did with this one is I put, oh, that is so intoxicating. I wish you could enjoy that with me here. But what I did is I put a very, very little bit on. I went into this one office, and the secretary, she stopped me. Hey, Ron. Yeah, she goes, and I go, really? She goes, yeah, it's really thick. And it was amazing to me because I tried my best just to put a little bit on. So you got to be careful with them oils, and that is one reason why they work exceptionally well around the house for aromatherapy. So, I mean, there's this one I have on now. This is John Varvatos. My son left this at my house. Thank you. And it's really good. It's really spicy. You smell it, and it's like something burning, like an incense burning. Really good smell. It's manly, kind of a top. It's a bolt. And they've been making John Varvatos only since about 2000. And that's an eau de toilette. So this is probably my favorite eau de toilette. This is Spice Bomb. This is Victor Rolf's. And they make a flower bomb for women that is really, really good. But this is a 1.7 ounce. They make it a 3.3. They also make like a 6.5 ounce one too. But I really love the design. It's like a grenade, and it's got this pull pin like a grenade. But it's cool. If you got the pin in there, then it'll give you like a half a spray. If you pull the pin, and this bottle's empty, but it'll give you a big full shot. So that's just a really, really cool design. So with the Creed here, I want to unbox this for you. And as I mentioned, I had gone a couple of years ago. I got this, and this is about $50 per 50 milliliter or 1.7 ounce, and this one was like 7 times that price. So you can understand why. Yeah, I got to put it in the guilt-free. But these don't come cellophane wrapped. Creed. What I recommend with the Creed is go to a big box store like Macy's or Nordstrom's. I'm not sure if Macy's has them, but Nordstrom does. I would recommend you get them for real instead of ordering them online. This is what I prefer. And they should have these 2 things right in the top. This one, it shows James Creed, and their motto. Okay, here's James, 1760. Here's, I think it's the 7th son. That's Olivier, and they say that he handpicks the products that go in. And the motto that they have is from father to son since 1760. I really, really like that. And then you should have this, which is just a front and back French and English. It just explains more of their history. And then, wow, pulling out the bottle. As I mentioned, this is a 1.7 ounce bottle. Santal. Yeah, I'll go like this. And yeah, Creed. So, and as I mentioned, what I do is, of course you do it however you want, but I get a full shot there. And then for aromatherapy for myself, I'll put a shot there, rub it on my other hand, so that throughout the day, I can be aromatherapizing, if that's a word. And what I've noticed is that you spray this on your shirt or on fabric, they tend to last a lot longer. I remember back 2 years ago when I got a swath, a sample on, it was like you sprayed on this swath. Took that home, and one reason why I was so amazed with the Creed product is that you could smell it on the swath for like 2 weeks. I was like, what? Wow. So it's more expensive, but it's also longer lasting. And so I just recommend for you to consider guilt-free spending account, and so that you can be generous with others in a more classy way, and even generous to yourself. Love yourself too. Hashtag love all, serve others. But to love others, you got to love yourself first. Please click up there for more videos on the playlist. I sure appreciate your time. I wish you well, I wish you wealth, I wish you health. Aromatherapize, that's not a word, but just take care. Thanks for listening. Until next time, peace.